Don't be like me. Look for the clues beforehand and ask the questions beforehand. Hey, what's going on, Solarpreneurs? Today we're going to be talking about why you need to focus on what the customer wants. Remember, this is all about what other people want, not what we want. So I had an important reminder that I wanted to share with y'all today. So welcome to the show. My name's Taylor Armstrong. We're here to help you close more deals, generate more leads and referrals, and have a much better time in the solar industry. Words getting a little twisted here. Been at it all day long. Left at 7 a.m. this morning. Got back at, I think it was 9:30. And now running up a podcast for everybody at 10:30 now. So a little bit brain dead, but hey, wanted to share a very important principle. And this was something that happened just 2 days ago in an appointment. And I thought we got to make a podcast episode about this. So just to give some context, we're going to play some live footage from the experience, from the appointment that this happened during. But was sitting down with this guy. Things were going okay. And you'll hear this guy has a sense of humor. He was kind of grilling me at times. You know, very educated guy, a college professor. Asked for 5 references, wanted quotes, things like that. Things that sometimes you get with more educated people, very detail oriented. And as we were going through it, we started going through the numbers, and he pretty much stopped me and was like, "Hey, dude, I don't care about the numbers," which you'll hear here shortly. But it just got me thinking, like, how many times are we focused on the numbers, the savings, the things that we find important about solar? But at the end of the day, customer, they might not care at all about those things. All right, so the principle of today is we need to focus on what's important to the customer, not necessarily what's important to us. Okay, so I'm going to pull up this recording. Once again, we record with the best way to learn from your sales footage, and that is Zero. If you are not using Zero at this point, I don't know what you're doing. It's great for analysis, great for AI, and great for looking at what could have gone better in your appointments. Okay, so let's get to the meat and potatoes here.
So tell me what the advantage to having solar energy is. So besides, don't talk money to me. Talk to me about why should I do this?
It's kind of the same concept of over time. Because if we're going up less, it's more about what you'll save over time. So I don't know. Because if you could go back.
So with you, it's all about money.
Well, there's other benefits, but yeah.
So what are they? What are they? I mean, you're the salesman. Sell me on solar power. Solar power. Why don't I just stay with SDG&E? What are you giving me that they don't besides a lower bill?
Well, I just showed you like 7. Did you not see the picture there just really?
7 panels?
No, there's like 7 other benefits.
Yes. What are they?
You didn't see?
Yeah, of course I did. But tell me what they are. Don't look at that. Tell me what they are.
Well, you're controlling your power, and you're adding value to your home. So those are the 3 main things. You use more power.
Adding value to my home. That's financial again. But you're not going to talk to me about environmental?
Yeah, do you like that?
Renewable energy is huge for me. Renewable energy is huge.
He hasn't tried to sell me on renewable energy.
Yeah, I have so many homeowners. This is actually me that have gone renewable energy more than the money part.
Yeah,
so like
that's more important to me than the money.
Okay. Yeah, clean water than filtered water. Yeah, I had to buy a filter, right? Filtered water was tap water. Tap water is cheaper. I had to change the filter, but for me, health is more important.
To what water you're drinking here? I went out and got it from the Green Garden hose. That's the best thing to do during the summer is just drink straight from the hose.
Actually, the water is good.
It's just from the tap?
Yeah.
I mean, it goes through the refrigerator. But yeah. You do it in a bottle like this, you're getting microplastics.
Yeah.
So you're a pretty earth-conscious guy, huh?
Well, where do you live?
I live in Escondido.
Is that on Earth?
Yeah.
And you're not Earth conscious? What are you, like Martian or Jupiter or what?
No, I am. But I'm just saying. Yeah, unfortunately, like most people don't even care about that. Sadly, but yeah. I wish everyone was like you.
Yeah, that's what I just feel. The renewable energy, right? And I love this work. Clean energy or dirty energy, right? Which one do you want?
Well, which one do I want, or which one does it looks like the direction America is going? We're taking a huge step backwards.
100%.
Yeah.
Yep. You're right.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Once your kids graduate, you're going to get real political real quick.
Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah, so we'll play a little bit more, but you can hear he got me good. He's kind of grilling me right now, and I had to check myself. I had to be like, wow, he actually got me, right? It's like I was focused so much on the money, and we didn't play the recorded part before this, but I was focused on, man, you're going to be cutting your bill, you're going to lock in a fixed rate. This guy, he had a low bill to begin with, right? We're in San Diego. A lot of people that haven't gone solar out here, it's like they have low bills under $100. And so this guy, he was no different. We're basically fixing his bill. And I was like, I guess worried that he was going to be like, oh, it's not worth it. I'm not saving money. So I was really just like trying to have him see the long-term savings and this and that. And when it came down to it, he cared very little about any savings. He's like, I don't want to do this for that. I want to do it to help the environment. So just kind of a slap in the face for me. I'm like, man, what am I doing? Why didn't I not go through this more in the fact finding? Why didn't I not ask better questions in the beginning? I should have figured this out way before this, that this guy wanted to go solar for the earth aspect. Hey, and you don't get a ton of those people, but I should have had some clues, right? This guy, he had a huge garden area, he's a college professor, definitely left leaning, doesn't like Trump, those types of things. So those are clues that people that care about the environment. He had a degree in anthropology. So I didn't recognize the hints. And so I'm sharing these things so you can avoid the same mistakes. Don't be like me. Look for the clues beforehand and ask the questions beforehand, because it could have cost me the deal. Okay. The good news is we did end up closing this deal. You hear my guy, Andrew, he actually set this appointment up, and he had some good perspective in the background. You can hear he's from Sri Lanka, grew up in very humble circumstances. So he was telling some cool stories that kind of drove home those points. But I made the mistake of being so money focused, focusing on the reasons that I thought he was going to want to do it. Turns out that wasn't even the reason. Okay, so let's play a little bit more, and then we'll drive it home after this last little section here.
Well, yeah, but that's good because it's true. Most people in other states, no one really saves money going solar except in California. California is one of the other states where people actually save money going solar. So I will say people that do this in other states, it's basically only for that reason, the green energy concept of it. But yeah, there's more people cared about that. Okay, so yeah, we can go over numbers more because there is definitely.
I think that would make you more comfortable. It's not make me more comfortable.
Okay, well, if you don't care about it, then yeah, because it sounds like you're someone. If it was more than what you're paying, but you got to go green, then you would still do that.
I don't possibly, but you already sold me on the idea that I'm going to be spending less to go green.
Yeah. Okay. So especially if that's the main thing for you, then I don't know.
So what's the next step then? It's scheduling them to come out and do the assessment.
Yep.
So when do you want to do that?
Up to you. Do you have a preference?
You say, look, man, if you're going to be a salesman, you got to listen to the customer. I'm off all summer. I just don't do it on Saturday.
Okay.
It can be. You can let me know.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll call see what their availability is.
Yeah. See, it's all on you, man.
Okay.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Makes it easier for us.
Okay.
Okay. Well, so they'll come do that. It takes us, I would say, about a week.
Okay, so there you have it. Once we figured it out, this is his main motivation. He asks a buying question. He's like, boom, go straight into the close. Could have figured that out a lot earlier. So many reps, they talk themselves out of a sell. Okay, people want to do this. People love solar. People love our product. But how many times are like, oh, they need to know this. They need to know this. They need to know this. We talk ourselves out of a sell. So I'm glad I didn't make that mistake, right? Once we figured that out. And once we figured out, hey, if you would do this, you would do this even if you had to pay more just to help the environment. It's like, yeah, what's the next steps? It's a buying question. You can go straight into a close right there, right? So don't talk yourself out of the sell. They start asking buying questions, go into your close, go into taking next steps. Hey, so many people, they just talk. When the person was ready to buy, they were ready to schedule the next steps to schedule the site survey, but we lost the sale from there. Okay, I had someone today, actually, as I'm recording this, where, older guy in a wheelchair, didn't go over numbers at all, started explaining to him a little bit. I could tell he just didn't want an explanation. And he's like, you know what, just how I'm going to do this. How can I get started? Basically, I think I have that recording. Maybe we can play it in a future episode. And we didn't even talk numbers. We went straight to the close. Of course, I explained to him after the fact, but these people, some people, you got to read the room, right? Some people, they just want to go to the next step. You can explain as you go. They don't need to know 100% of the details. Okay, of course, they're going to do like a welcome call. We're going to go through the contract, the agreement, never say contract, right? But we're going to go through the agreement, show them exactly what the numbers are, and they're going to understand that. Right. But don't make the mistake of just being the person who gives way too much information when the person was ready to buy. Hey, so I hope that illustrates an important point for you. Make sure you ask good questions at the beginning. Question I ask a lot of times, but I failed to ask in this appointment, is just their motivations for even looking into solar. Right. So it should have been like, hey, Mr. Homeowner. So really it comes down to typically 3 main things, sometimes 4 main things that people want to go solar. Some people like the idea of saving money. Some people like that it's going to add value to their home. A lot of people like that they can use more power. And then there is the green aspect. A lot of people just like going green. It's helping the environment. So for you, what would you say is the main motivation for you looking into solar? Or where do you think you would benefit most from it out of those 4 that I gave you? Right? And most people, it's going to be one of the 3, right? Using more power, adding value to their home, saving money. But, you will find people that like the idea of helping the environment. And if you can get them to tell you what their main focus is, you can focus in on that one thing. That's the focus of the presentation. The rest you can just go over as minor details, but make sure you focus on what they want, not what you think they want, right? So that was my big mistake. Yeah, I think I could have been a lot better. Homeowner would have been satisfied. He would have been sold a lot quicker if I would have taken the hint. So I hope that helps someone out there today. Send this to your team. Send this to anyone who could use some help. Remember, we're in prime time. We're in crunch time. The time is now to get out there at the time of this recording. If you're listening to this like 10 years later, we are in the middle of a lot of things changing with Trump's big, beautiful bill. We don't know what's going to happen. Solar incentives could be getting just axed tomorrow, basically. I think everything's going to be fine. I'm super confident in the future of the solar industry, and we've got some exciting things coming, for our guys down here, and things that I think every company should be implementing. So more on that later. But for now, get out there, take advantage of the opportunity, sell like you never have before, and I promise you're not going to regret it. Hey, live with the pain of working hard now so you don't have to live with the pain of regret later. Hey, please leave us a review on the podcast if you haven't already. Check out our partner sponsors, Zero. We got Solar Scout. These guys are great. And hit me up if you want an opportunity to blitz with our team to fully maximize the opportunity. Would love to have you out here. We got a few spots. We got our July Blitz upcoming. So we got a link you can click, or you can also send me a DM. We'd love to connect and chat. So go sell a lot of systems this week, and we'll see you on the next episode.